It's been a bad few years for Disney at the box office. When you look at things like Marvel Phase 4, when you look at all the animated projects that they've been putting out that have been disappointed, and not just that, completely and totally flopping to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars lost for Disney. When you heard about the newest animated venture, Strange World, that was going to be focused on a gay teen romance and an environmental propaganda message, you know, it probably wasn't going to go so well at the box office, but really nobody thought it was going to be this bad. After the failure that was Lightyear, a $200 million budget that just barely cracked $200 million worldwide, meaning an overall net loss of nearly $200 million when you factor in the box office cut, when you factor in the marketing, all of that. Strange World is set to be even worse. Disney's gay green Strange World to lose $147 million. Those were early estimates. It's gotten much, much worse, because as we sit here and we look at Strange World, you can see that through 2 weeks, it's now sitting at $42 million worldwide. Keep in mind, this is only going to be in theaters for about 30 days before they're pulling it so it can go to streaming. So this is a movie that likely will not crack $100 million worldwide. It would be a miracle if it did at this point. When you look at this box office weekend, it made less than $500 million in its second weekend. Only $12 million that first week. And of course, it did have a little bit of a boost because it got released right before Thanksgiving. You saw, $800,000 on Thursday, that 4.1 million Wednesday total. But overall, like, this was a joke. This is a joke for Disney. The budget for Strange World is $180 million, according to reports. And it's not even going to come close to 100 million, potentially one of the worst bombs we've ever seen in the history of Disney animation, especially when you compare it to the other things that are coming out right now. Violent Night. I don't know if you guys have heard this, the action R-rated violent Santa movie, which I did go see at the theater the other day. Violent Night, which cost $20 million to make. That was the budget for this movie. $20 million. Had a bigger opening weekend than Strange World. A family movie, supposedly family movie. Of course, the reason families aren't going to Strange World is because it's promoting identity politics. It's promoting LGBTQ plus propaganda, just like Disney said they wanted to do. They said, we want to indoctrinate your kids. They said we have a not so secret gay agenda. Families caught on to that, and families have rejected it. That's how R-rated flicks like this, like Violent Night, are beating it in the box office. They're having bigger opening weekends than Strange World did, despite the budget for Strange World, despite the overwhelmingly more marketing for Strange World. A lot of people want to complain about the lack of marketing. That's what the entire LGBTQ plus sector is doing right now. They're making excuses. They're saying, no, it's not that they included people in this movie. It's that Disney didn't market it the right way. Well, when you look at all of these things that have focused on the LGBTQ relationships in the past couple of years at the box office, they've all disappointed. Because people don't want to go just to be preached to about something. People want to go to be entertained. They don't want to go there knowing that the reason this movie was made was because of some woke narrative, some propaganda message. And that's what Strange World is. That's why it's completely and totally bombing at the box office, even getting beat by low-budget R-rated flicks. Because quite frankly, families are not supporting Disney anymore. The audience is not supporting Disney. Disney went woke, and now this is the end result.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.